FlossTube. This is Barb with Lost and Floss. It's January 10th, 2022, and this is video number 70. It's primarily about cross stitch with a few other things thrown in. So, second video of 2022, but the first one I did, which I recorded just a little while ago, was just all my finishes, with the exception of 3, from last year. And so I just wanted to show everything that, no matter when it was stitched, got turned into a finished object. So that was kind of fun, and it it took a little longer to gather things and figure out what things had been finished in 2021 or 22 or 20, I guess. Not too many finishes yet this year, but yeah. So I guess, traditionally I follow a pattern of, what I'm working on is WIPs and then FOs and then FFOs, fully finished objects. But today's going to be, what do they call it? Like free dance or free form or whatever. And I'm just going to show you in any order things I'm working on, things I hope to work on this year. Oh, I just found something I was looking for 2 days. Yeah, and so I really just, it's not going to have as much structure, but I still think, you'll probably enjoy it. So, the holidays are over. My hair looked pretty good this morning, but then I wore my hat. It was like 2 degrees out, and a couple friends and I went hiking on, a really, hilly trail. So that was fun, really good workout, but, not as great for the hair. And I'm like, I'm not going to for you guys. Sorry about that, but you just get true essence of what this is going to be about. But anyways, let's just jump right in, and I'll show you some of the gifts I got for Christmas. So I love this Witch's Brew by Brenda Gervais. When Kathy of Today House stitched it, she stitched it with red hair to make it look like herself. And I think I'm going to do that too, because I loved it. And it will remind me of Kathy. So I really thought that was cute. Then the rest is all Blackbird design books. Like, you can't go wrong putting those on your list. So I received Ooh La La for my friend. Oh Joyous Day. And Merrily, Merrily We Welcome Spring. And then the one other thing that I had been really wanting was this Ornament Extravaganza 2 book by Buttermilk Basin. And it's all like wool, felted wool ornaments. So I hope to make a few of those this year. They're just so darn cute. And when I was looking at my tree, like I made some felt ornaments back, 40 years ago. That's hard to believe, but yes, I think that's true. I think that's correct. And so they could be in a museum by now, but but like they hold up so well, and I still like them as much as when I made them. So yeah, I think it's, they stand the test of time. So I hope to get some of those made this year. We're going to start out, because it's on top, one of my finishes that I had new this year. I'm working on the Prairie Schoolers, and this one was January. I love this. Chart was gifted to me, and I think it turned out really, really cute. So I need to get it laced over a piece of mat board and put on the little frame basket thing that I have hanging on the wall. So that'll make, let's see, I have January now done. I have June finished, July finished, December finished, and a couple more started. So I'm a third of the way done. I'm not committing to getting those done this year because last year the word plays almost did me in. So this year I'll just keep plugging away on them. And as I mentioned, just started February, which probably is in my bin of stuff here, and so I will show that to you. I'm just about ready to start. I'm gonna try to get this is the Prairie Schooler Prairie Year, and I love these little designs, but I want to stitch January and February. I think that little clock would be so fun to have out, you know, at the beginning of a new year. And so right now I have March, April, and May stitched, and October. So another third of the way done through the series. But those go pretty fast. And especially January, I think I'm gonna do it like with, I have some, I think it's Noir, Belsoir, you know, it's kind of a blackish grayish, and I think it'd be kind of cool to do it with that color. And then the hearts should go pretty fast. So that'll be great. And I think I'm going to wait to start this one. This is Prairie Year Rounds. But once I finish maybe that other series, I will start these. Just because these are pretty quick. And I think they're really cute too. I can't remember who it was. Somebody on Instagram had stitched something from this little book. So I'm going to try to pull something out and get started on that. It's just got a lot of, it's French, but it's just got a lot of cute little heart motifs. They're tiny, so kind of hard to see, but I'll maybe take a picture of it on my phone and then stitch from the picture. So I think those are really cute. And another thing I would like to stitch is this little Joyful Journal Heart and Hand, the February. This was Leanne's chart, and I have like one of those little boxes that I just showed in my last video that my Shakespeare Peddler Liberty one for July is in, and so I might just use that, which would be an easy finish. I don't think I'm going to stitch this year, but I got this at I think I got this at a rummage sale, a cross stitch rummage sale. But I won't take it out of the bag. But I think that's really cute. It's Bleu de Chien. I think that means China blue. China blue. I don't know. My French is not, you know, it's been many years. It was not even good when I was at my prime. So I've got some other freebies that I might start on. I'll just flash them real quick, but they're freebies, so I don't think it's any trade secret to. This is from the Stitcher Hood. I like that one. My Heart is Full from Farmhouse Not Forgotten Log. I ran a bunch of these off last year. Ran them off, printed them off. And this was another Pinterest freebie that I thought was really cute. Yeah, so I'd like to do some more Valentine stitching, just to get a few more things in my basket. And then I have this chart, and I love this little Valentine's envelope, so I was thinking I maybe would stitch that. I, tend to get overzealous in my thoughts. I did take down Christmas. I mean, we had a very nice Christmas. Oh, and then I had the 3 older grandkids overnight, the night before, and so they were staying in my son's room, and I'm like, okay, I gotta get that, their stuff cleaned up out of there and, change the sheets and whatever. So I said to them, let's play hotel. It worked great. So they were good helpers. I mean, they're like 4, 6, and 8, and like making the bed, like they were arguing over who was going to do some of this stuff, and then their stuff was all just thrown all over the foyer. And so I said to the oldest one, I'm like, well, could you clean up the lobby a little bit? And so she piled all their stuff up very nicely, and then then we set the table, and that was like, okay, now we have to get our banquet hall ready. So she even made cute little place cards for everyone, and it was a nice night. I haven't had that many dishes on my counter in a long time. Like, my son was looking for a bowl, and I'm like, seriously, you're gonna have to wash one, because I just got really far behind that way. And the 2 of the kids I've been promising them to make a cooking video with them. So we were making an apple pie and what else? Eclair tort, and, trying to film that, but then my son arrived and that kind of got cut off. So, we're going to be babysitting them again. And so we'll have to do that, give that a try, but, just, fun times, good memories. So, all right, now back to what I'm supposed to be talking about. I noticed how, like, the house looks so bare when you take everything down after Christmas, and I did leave a few wintry things up, but I want to do these little pillows because they're called WIP Christmas, and I think they would be just fun stuff to put out once Christmas is over with. Like, I have a couple things back here, and, well, can't really see the one, but, that are more winter that you could really leave out year-round. I want to stitch this Sweetheart Pin Cushion by Blackbird Design. I love this. So I think I'm going to get started on it. And I have this piece of 30 count red pear by Weeks. And I have I'll just do it probably an off-white. But I think that will be really, really pretty. So I better get started on that one. Then this is one that I've been working on for quite a while. And this one I am committing to getting done this year. It's Scarlet House American Farmhouse. This was like one of my Stitch 10 and 20 challenge items that I failed to finish. So I do plan to get it done this year. But I made some good progress on it. It's getting, the further along you get, the more fun it seems to work on it. So, none of this stuff I've had out, so it's going to be just hodgepodge. But, got the flag on the barn, and still trying to decide about the blue color for the flowers. We'll figure it out. But I think, hopefully it should keep getting easier as it goes along. At least that's my goal. Traveling Viking Mama, I think she's on Instagram. Is it Raquel? She loaned me this Prairie Schooler Designer Series chart. We had an interim person. Oh, I'm going to get the name wrong. I'm thinking it was Ruth, who had borrowed it, and she contacted Viking Mama to see if I could borrow it. So she mailed it to me instead of mailing it back. And I love this one. I just have a tiny start on, well, I guess it's a pretty good start on one of the first ones. I'm just using an antique ivory Lugana, trying to use up some of the, the stuff in my stash. So I'm stitching 2 over 2. And I plan to use the called for colors with the exception of the green. I think I was using Weeping Willow, but I'm really happy with that one. And hey Beth, this one's for you. Guess what I've been working on? The stocking! So let's bring up the stocking. This is for the 4th grandchild. And my rule is that the Christmas, they are 3, the stocking has to be done. So that will be next Christmas. It's a Dimensions Gold. It's called Santa's Flight. Getting quite a bit of glare off this. But I've like, once I get it out and start working on it again, I do kind of enjoy it. It's just, I need to keep at it so it seems familiar to me. But I went up to the top because I really prefer to stitch from the top down. But I started in the center, and I also realized I have to put the character in. Like, if I would have just done those reindeer, I would have driven me crazy. So I did mostly Santa, and then I started putting the reindeer in and the sky. And so I think I've made pretty good progress. And really, like, well, the sleigh will be a beast. But, I'm kind of have the base for at least half of it done. And, well, this is a good time to talk about it now. I always do a sale in February called Finish It February. And the whole point of it is not to start a single new chart during that month. And so you just stitch on anything you already started. Might even be something with 1 stitch in that you started at, 11:59 on January 31st. But that's fine. No other rules than that. And in the past, I've really managed to get a lot of progress on some of these bigger projects that I've worked on, as well as like getting a few WIPs whipped out. And yeah, it really, I love it. So before, in November, I went to Country Sampler in Spring Green, and this is one of the ones that I bought, and I needed to start on it at least. This is Plum Street Samplers, this Happy Morning. I bought it as a kit from Country Sampler. So I'm stitching this on 36 count, what is it? Hog Bristle by Fox and Rabbit. It's a really pretty color. And I don't have much of a start. In fact, let's see. My rule is I always put my needle at the top so I can tell which way I'm going. But I do have the tiniest little start. And, like, for me, the starting is the worst. I just really don't like starting. But once at least a couple stitches are in, I keep moving along. This is another, I would think really it'd be so cute to stitch these snowmen. And maybe not do red and green scarves, but something more that would be more generic and make them into little pillows for this time of year. So these are Prairie Schoolers, Santas, and Snowmen. I have the 4 Little House Needlework they're called band samplers. So I had finished Winter a while ago, and I had it in the frame, then the frame got broken. And I saw someone who finished them all together. And so I wish I would have saved a picture. I have no idea who it was. But so I had started on fall. And this is how far. I did work on it a little bit over Christmas because I just needed something like really easy one night. And so I'm not using the call for colors everywhere, and it kind of looks, I'm hoping they'll look okay once I get everything filled in. But I think I might set fall aside now and start on spring, and because I really do like stitching in season better. Okay, this is another one I am committing to finishing in 2022. It is Chessie and Me, Wisconsin River Sampler. And this one's been slow going. I've been working on this a long, long time. But I think I'm getting fairly close. Like, I just have the bottom part with the alphabet and the flag on the flagpole to do. And maybe, yeah, I think that's about it. So I hope to get this finished fairly soon, because it's just one of those that it's work to work on it. And I know, there's a lot of people who say, it doesn't bring you joy, don't work on it. But I'm kind of the opposite. Like, once I start something, unless I really hate it or it's a really big screw up, I find such satisfaction in just persevering and getting it knocked out eventually. Now, granted, my oldest WIP in the world was, 20, 30 years old, but I finished it, and now I'm so glad I did, because I still like it. And that's the other thing. If you don't like it anymore, then I guess it's okay. But okay, so I worked quite a bit on Winter Rose Manor. Oh, you know what? I was holding my project bag to hold it up against, and I had the open side with the zipper down. Not too smart. But I don't have the border done, but I have it like blocked off. So I think the more I work on it now, it's going to get easier. But this is another piece that I'm committing to finishing in 2022. And I think I will take this one in to have it framed as well. There's just some things that I feel like are frame, professional frame worthy. I do want to try like cutting down a frame, and someone has a video on that, and I think I did bookmark it so I can find it. But because I have one frame for my nest piece that it'd be perfect if it was smaller, and I don't always like to just add junk to it. So this is Blackberry Lane Designs Gingerbread Mittens. And this is another one I probably will put away now. But I got a nice little start on the mitten. And this is on 28 count Phoenix Cashel. Cashel? I never know how to say that. But, I mean, it's going to be bright and crazy. But I think it's really a cute chart. And, like, I don't know why I didn't start it sooner, but over Christmas I was like, yeah, I gotta get this started. And these are my couple other things that I bought on my most recent trip to Country Sampler. And I feel like I just want to start them, so I might. This one's Cranberry Christmas. Artful Offerings. Oh, yeah, major glare. But I'm not going to take them out of the packages. This one's Gathering the Green Sampler, Stacy Nash Primitives. I love the wreath on that gold house. And then this is Old Christmas Tree by Samplers Not Forgotten. And I bought these all as kits with their, I don't know if they converted anything but it's just their whole package. Then I don't know, is there going to be a 2022 Prairie Schooler Santa? I don't know. But I finished 2 of them, and I'm doing these on 25 count. I've said in previous videos. I can't remember. I have it written down somewhere. But I did the 21 and 20. And I just don't know how I want to finish them now. Like, they're a lot smaller than the ones that are on 18 count. And I originally thought I wanted to, put them on some mat board and just put some cording around. But then I finished Leanne's Prairie Schooler Santas into little pillows with cording. And those are really cute too. So if anybody has a great idea for me of how they did, if they stitched them smaller or even if they didn't, send me a picture at lostandfloss2, the number 2, at gmail.com, and I'd love to see them. Oh, here are those other, the band samplers, the other 2. This is the one that I think I'm going to pull out and start working on, the spring one. So I'll be stitching more in season. And then this is the summer one. And like, when I saw the winter one, I loved that one right away. But the other ones were kind of like, I liked them, but they wouldn't have done anything for me just seeing the charts. But then I saw them stitched up and I'm like, they're really cute. So, and then I saw this idea where they're all together and I'm like, okay, I want to do them all. This is Summertime by Abby Rose Design. I think it's just a sweet, sweet chart. It reminds me of one of those that are going to take forever to stitch, but it'll be worth it. What else do I have? Oh, I got my light board, so it's much easier to stitch on like a darker fabric. I'm working on this 1999 Christmas sampler by Carriage House Samplings. And so the light board you have in your lap and then it shines through the holes in the fabric. So I did work on that over Christmas, and I really am getting close to being done with the tree part, the alphabet tree. And I'm using DMC and I just think it really looks very pretty on that fabric. This I guess is kind of like a WIP parade too. It's everything. It's everything rolled up into one. It's pretty exciting. I started Frosty Night Out Blackbird design before Christmas, and stitching this on 36 count Picture This Plus Valor, and I got a lot of Frosty done, but I think I'm putting them away. I'm really, would rather do more, I don't know. I guess you could leave this one. He doesn't really scream Christmas. So I guess I could leave them out if I finished them, but I probably won't. Another day, perhaps. Oh, this is the Prairie School of February that I started. It's just a very small start, but as mentioned, I love getting started because that's always a battle for me. I just dread it for some reason. I'm not sure if I'm going to have 2 of the gophers on this one. Like on one other one, I think I changed out what's in the box and replaced it with one of the other charts. I don't think it's going to be Abe Lincoln, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But I got a small start on the roof of the house. So just stitching this on a piece of 32 count Lugana with all DMC called for colors. This one I haven't worked on it much, but I love it. It's what is this? I don't know. Early Christmas morning. Blackbird design. I don't know if I have the chart in here. I don't think I do. But I have such a small start. But I'll probably will get back to that this fall. Too many things to stitch. Let's see, what else is in here? Oh, did I even start this? All Joys for Thine. Oh, I did start it. A very tiny start. I love this one. So soft and muted. And I've got the tiniest bit of a start. Can't even remember what I'm stitching this on. But you can see, at least it started. I decided to put this one on hold until I got Rosewood Manor done. And so that is the plan. I feel like, you know, samplers really don't intimidate me nearly as much as they used to, because when I stitch on the stocking, like, I really have to pay attention, do a lot of counting, where samplers, you know, they're chunked into different sections. So, you know, you really can do a motif at a time and make good progress. I hope to start this barnwood buttons. It's Rosewood Manor. I got this at Keepsakes in Sharonville, Ohio. And I don't even know what this fabric is. I used, I wanted to use like the ivory color. This might be Heartland. No, I think that's Golder. I don't know what this is. I probably have it written down somewhere. And then the other item that I would like to stitch on this 38 count slate, it's really pretty color, is this Alphabet Blanc by Sue Hillis. And I think maybe I'm just going to use like an anchor off white. I'm trying to think, it was someone in our stitch group, I think, told me that they really like anchor, white and black. And so I bought one of the spools of anchor, and I really have enjoyed like stitching white with it. It just seems to lay or go through easier. And, you know, and I'm doing some 2/2 on those Valentine hearts, so it seems to be moving along. Leanne had this one all kitted up, and I think it would make such a cute pin. This is Farmhouse Christmas Grandma's Quilt by Little House Needleworks. And I think she was going to use mostly called for colors, but I thought that would be cute to just stitch up and have as a pillow for every day. See, when I ran out of project bags. the you know, like what you get sheets in sometimes or other things, like they work. Repurposing. And then this is and I didn't work on it yet, but I am going to work on it. Christmas Garden by Blackbird Design. Let's see if I can find the picture of it. So Leanne started stitching this, and I think she's about halfway done. Well, maybe even a little more. No, about halfway. It's going to be a big one. But I am going to finish this, and then I'm keeping this one for myself. This, I really wanted to stitch it, and I didn't start it when she did, but I think it will be kind of cool to have it as a piece that we both worked on together. Well, not together, but at different times. And I love it. I mean, it's just, I think she's using a different red, but the colors she picked out really speak to me. So, I think, you know, in fall I might pick that up again. Well, again, I never picked it up, so start picking it up. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh, this one I just have a tiny start on. It's A Best Christmas Blessing, Linda Vinson. The only thing, it says, may your Christmas be merry and lack nothing, and I think that's very pessimistic. So I'm going to change the wording to may your Christmas be merry and bright. But I just, it's a very classic looking design. And I'm stitching this on 36 count dirty linen. And I have the tiniest of tiny starts. And like I said, it's a good thing I put my needle at the top, because some of these I would never even begin to be able to figure out which way they went or what area I was coming from. So very little start, but started. I bet you're glad you don't have this kind of basket, right? Okay. It's like, surprise! Oh, this one I never even started, so, but I think it's really cute. I don't know where the picture went. I guess I'll show this another time, since it's not started even. This Leanne started, I worked on, and I have one left to do. I can't remember which month, but then it goes like on a little flip board, so you can have them all on the thing that's on rings, and then they can all be out at once, but not, you know, you just show the most current one. Oh, this one. I love this kit when I saw it. Bouquet 1813 kit, samplers not forgotten. So pretty. And I got not a crazy start on this, but a little bit. And it was a kit, so I think it's 36 count. I'm not positive, and I'm using the colorful colors, so that works. Oh, you find other things like, do you guys know about these? Like, I know this tangent, but you know, like they're meant for your Christmas tree, and you plug this into the wall, and then this gets attached to the lights on your tree. But I love it for anything Christmas, because you know how people talk about how they're crawling on the floor? Well, you just have this button on the floor and then just step on it with your foot. And even I have a Christmas tree that's in our family room that's higher up and it's taller. And so like the bottom of it is a little beneath the level of the back of my couch. And so I put this little button like kind of behind the couch cushion, so then I can just, without even, getting close to the floor, I can tap it there. And other lights that I have on around the windows or whatever I have on these things, and they're great. I love them. So I got mine on Amazon, but I know they, around Christmas time they have them at Home Depot or any of those stores. But I guess this doesn't need to be in my stitchery basket. It's like, oh yeah, I find things that quick cleanups. So I stitched a chunk of this for my gift exchange for our stitch group. But I would like to stitch this one. And it actually went pretty quick. I didn't do the variegated house. I just made it all one color with a variegated thread, and I like that. And so, I think this goes pretty fast, so I'd start that this year, seeing I have the threads. And this is my project bag from Linda. Thank you, Linda, with my Christmas of 2021 fabric that she recognized and used. So it's been fun using that this year. All right. So I have a couple WIPs in the other room. So I'm going to pause this and then I will bring them in. All right. Well, here are the things from the shelf in the other room. I don't know why I'm stitching this. I'm going to change it a little bit. It's Trick or Treat Cat M Designs. And this I bought at the cross stitch rummage sale. Got a pretty good start on it. I like the fabric. And the glasses are kind of crazy. It's so not what I normally would stitch, I guess. But, I promised everyone a cat for replacement of the cat. I ripped out a pumpkin patch, so it's only right. I started a few of these Jelly Bean Jubilees last year, and so I would like to finish out the series if I could. Looks like I have Easter stitched the little chick with a very long tie on it. And then I think this one is maybe done. The little painting guy. Was going to change the colors, but then I don't think I did. So let's see. I have this one on the cover, the little chick with what is he pulling? Oh, some carrots in a wagon. And then I didn't do any of these back ones yet. I mean, the one with the words would be really easy. And so, I usually like to finish out the series if I can. Then I have Spring Fling by Brenda Gervais. It's cute. I'll show it this way because that's the way you see the picture. Ooh. I think I'm using a lot of the called for colors. Oh, I thought I had it's rather disappointing. I thought I had a bigger start on this. I'm like, oh, am I almost done? No, not quite. But I've got the bunny head. So I'll pull it out as it gets closer to spring. Here's another one of the monthly Prairie Schoolers. I love this one with March, with the daffodils. And let's see if I started it. Oh, I have a house here. Kind of. There's the fun part about pulling out something. You just never know. So that's a nice little start. It looks like something. And I'm doing these on 32 count Ugana. I think this one's ivory. To go in the little, I think it's a plant box or something. And I heard from Teresa Kogut that her new charts don't have all those fractional stitches in them. And I love this one, but it's hard for me to work on. American Primitives, really cute. I'm using the red fabric instead of stitching all that red. I think this is maybe Aztec red. And another one that I thought I had more of. But at least he started. You can tell he's Uncle Sam. So it goes back in the bag. When their zipper pulls start tangling, you know you're in trouble. This is Little Needleworks America. And I'm stitching this on Country French Rain, 32 count. So we've got it, you know, the house is almost done, I think. So that should be doable by patriotic time. I guess I have more. I don't want to count these. Am I gonna go over 30? I don't know. We'll see. This is Grow a Garden by, I don't know if it's Lila or Lila's Studio. I've heard it pronounced both ways. I love this saying because I love gardens. We've got, you know, enough of a start on it. Hopefully you can see that. Getting close. Let's see here. American Eagle, 32 count Federal Gray. Oh yeah, this is the one I had to do a frog on because I did the letter wrong, but since corrected. And this book, I love everything in this book. I could stitch everything. So that's this one on the cover. As the saying goes, one more time. I'd like to have that done this year. We'll see. No promises. Other than I'm going to keep plugging away at those series. Get a few more of those completed. This is from the Souvenir of Summer book. And so many people stitch this one. What is it called? This is another book that has just almost everything in it I love. Let's see. Is it Patriots Bouquet? Page 10. Nope, it is not. Is it bigger than a bread box? I said that to my son, and he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh, well, guess you don't play that game. Remember that from childhood. Well, let's see. Souvenirs of Summer. Summer Jubilee. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. So this is Summer's Jubilee. And this is the start I have. I need to get back to this. Yeah, this is, you know, as I said, Fast and Furious. Well, not so fast, but making progress. Oh, and what's this? Oh, this is May. Prairie Schooler. Let's see what we have done on May. Oh, we have a whole barn. That's exciting. That is very exciting. So, I love when I really can't remember how far I got on a project. But I would say, you know, the barn definitely is probably the biggest thing to stitch. I mean, I guess the grass with all those animals in there will take a little bit of time, but yeah. So, well, that turned into a WIP parade, which I wasn't intending, but I kind of felt like, okay, what else do I have, since the basket had so many WIPs in, and I thought, you know, I should maybe get that wrapped up. I really going to concentrate on, you know, finishing up some of those series this year again. My word plays I showed in video number 69. So if you would like to see them all together, please take a look. And also I showed all the finished WIPs, not WIPs, but finished objects that I had for 2021, which was like, I was tired out by the time I was done. I'm like, holy cow, I did get a lot accomplished. So, yeah, not too much else going on, just, you know, trying to get ready for nice weather if we ever get it. You know, I always feel like once we get into January, I guess being retired, like the days go pretty fast. So it's not like when, you know, years ago I left for work when it was dark and I got home when it was dark, and you just was miserable. So, yeah, I really have nothing else to share, I guess, today. I'm just gonna keep stitching, and you know, like, join me in Finish It February sale if you care to, like, get everything started by the end of January, and then take all of February just to work on existing pieces. I don't think I'll run out. If you run out of everything, then you can start something new. So, you know, kudos to you. But I will continue to plug away here, and, you know, trying to get some organizing done, and you know, you put away the Christmas stuff and everything needs to be cleaned up from that. So we'll get it all wrapped up. But yeah, I think I'll save any I do have one funny story, but I'll save that for next time. And getting close to a giveaway, so if you haven't subscribed, or, you know, please take a moment to do that, and ring the bell, because I'm so sporadic, you never know when these are coming out. But I have been holed up in this bedroom for I don't know how long now. Close to 2 hours, so I better stop talking and just, you know, get my act together and say Happy New Year again, and hope everyone's managing to stay well. I think, you know, it's hard lately, but hopefully we'll get through this and be on to better times. So, I'll share some chitter chatter, pitter patter, chitter, whatever, chit chat, not chitter chatter. That sounds like a rodent or something. I'll share some other things later. There were, some fun things going on lately and some not fun things, but that's life. So, yeah. So I all hope you're staying well and continue to fill the world with love. Thanks. Bye.